Hello everyone, welcome back to Making Richie Rich. So, just a wee quick update about our BF bot manager strategies. The last one I showed all in simulation mode that I've been testing, and people were asking, "Oh, you can't do it in simulation mode," which I do know. But I like to test them in there because if there's any upsets in there, there's definitely going to be those upsets when it goes live. So I like to check them over there and then I run them live. So I threw them up live over the last week or so. And since the last video, we'll see how much profit or how much have I lost since then. So let's go see if we made Richie Rich. See you in a second. So welcome back. As you can see here, let me get my BF bot manager up so I can see it. Help. There we go. This one strategy I was just looking at a moment ago to keep an eye on because let's just try to cover a nice amount there. Fingers crossed that race wins. But anyway, we'll close this down because Kinsley has been the bane of my existence for the last 2 weeks. It's just, I'll get into it in a minute. But anyway, so as I talked about in my last video, my most recent strats that I've been focused on is back the favourite to place. I've been doing it all in simulation mode, testing it out, and now I have them live. So I have my original one down here, which was the horses and dogs back both to place with recovery. So it's doing both horses and all the dog races. Okay. There's a bit more risk with that one because it can go on, quite a bit of a longer run, as you can see here. But the good thing is with the short odds, it does take a lot longer to get up to that. But, right, let me see. So it's currently, I only put that on, I think last week, £17.64 profit. Nice. But what we did do was, thanks to a guy in the Discord group, he went in and he done all of these as single tracks. So it means, let's see, for Central Park, there you go, you can see it just constantly does that one track and it tries to recover in it. And pretty decent strike rates, 49%, 49%, 56%. Kingsley, however, let's talk about Kingsley. Or Kinsley. It's Kinsley? It's not Kingsley. Kinsley. I do not know what to do with Kinsley. The strike rate hasn't been bad, but the problem was twice I chickened out. And twice the next race won. And I just know it's Sod's Law. But there is that natural fear of like, do I want to risk my balance? Do I want it to go? Because I think it got up to it placed, it was 20, it just lost £20. Or was close to that anyway. But it happened twice. So it must have been around the £20. The problem is when you restart the strat, actually I think there's a setting I need to put in where I'll do reset instead of restart. And I'll go back to the original stakes. So I'll need to tweak that. But I should have just let it go. I went against my own, what's the word? Yeah, I already know the strike rates are good on these and it will win. But it was that fear. It's like, I don't want to risk losing £40. I'll just take the loss. And then it happened again. So I took 2 losses. So overall, end profit of £62. But as I say, you don't always win. So let me see. I think Kinsley just got a win there. Yes. You're back, Kinsley. You're my friend again. And hopefully that over time, I'll recover that £40. I have faith. I'm just going to let it run. Okay. So what I did with this strategy. So let's go back to start with this. I put £20 in because I want to show that you can do this on low stakes. Okay. And I started with just £20 and there's currently 84 profit. All-time profit 62 plus 20. That's 82. And sometimes I always find that there is a bit of discrepancy between what profit you actually get and what it says in Betfair for some reason. And I don't know where it loses the amounts at times. But anyway, I started this with £20 because the whole point was it's okay people coming in and say I've got thousands of pounds. Not everybody has thousands or hundreds. and maybe they don't want to risk that much. You know, £20, that's a pretty low risk, plus your subscription to BF Bot Manager, which you get a 7-day free trial. Unfortunately, they don't give me any affiliate links or codes yet, so I can't even get any discount for anyone for BF Bot Manager. I wish. I'll keep trying. If you're listening, BF Bot Manager, hello. But I want to show starting low, because everybody's different bank balances. You don't even need to run all these. You can run maybe just one. You can maybe just go for the back to fave place recovery. This one down here. I've got some ones further down, and I will talk about them later on in the video. And this one up here is just the wee secret one we have in our Discord. And it's going quite well, an amazing strike rate. But that's for us boys in the Discord. This one here, all the back to faves, is good, because even when this happened on Kinsley of the £38 loss, because it doesn't keep running, you still have a chance at the end of the day and say, hey, do I want to risk this the next day, or do I just want to just take a loss and restart again? You can. It's not going to run on without you noticing, because there's only so many races in a day. This, however, it could. Let's have a look at this. If I go to matched, we'll change that up. Let's see what's the most it got on. So the most this is put on is £21.29 and recovered. So you got £12.98 back that it needed to win. Same here. So the highest loss it's actually had is £7.77. So that just gives you an idea. Now, if that happens straight away, obviously £20 is not going to be enough. Thankfully, I already made some money at this point, so there's nothing in the account. So it's really up to yourself how much you want to put in. And as I always say to people, do not put in more than you can afford to lose, because you can. You could literally, and it's happened to me, and it's happened to loads of people in my Discord, it's happened to loads of traders out there. Anyone who says it doesn't is like, you could just go in on that one strategy, that one time when you go in is when it hits a losing run. If you want to go with that one, it's a bit more risky. As you can see, because it can go a bit higher. Or you can start with these smaller ones. You do all of them if you want, because they all run at separate. Some of them will run close to around the same times, but not all of them. And they are all in the green, bar Kinsley, where if I hadn't been so scared to waste it, I'd have been alright. I'll let that recover. So if you can set in your head, hey, what's the most I want to risk per strategy? You can set your stop loss to that, so it'll never go above that. If you don't want it to try and keep going. Hopefully, like with the strike rate should be around 50% in most of them. Some of them are 45, but if you think about that, that's 1 in every 2 races you have a chance of winning. Now, there is the part where, and there's a guy in our Discord, he has all the stats in this. Fair play to him. He put them all in, and he even looked at Kinsley and found out we narrowed it down so far to the point where, going by the trap number, how many times the favourite places in a certain trap and the percentage there. So you could take this strategy here and refine it even more till it only gets on a certain trap number, because certain traps don't do as well when the favourite's in it. It's up to you. Sometimes I think it's all just down to random luck, and that's just my approach to it. Because I've watched races and it's been a clear favourite, goes to go around a bend, and an underdog hits it and it goes flying off and comes dead last. That's just bad luck. That's got nothing to do with skill or how fast the dog is. It's just the way it is. So that's why a strategy, I prefer these ones, because it will eventually happen. Like the stats over the years have always said that the favourite will win or place a certain amount of time. It's usually around the 50% mark. So if you have enough bankroll to keep going, the better I'll be. These are all set at 10p stakes as well, I should mention. You can go higher, you can go lower, probably 5p. You probably wouldn't be able to go any lower than 2p, I don't think, because you need to have a certain amount because the odds are so low. So 2 or 3p is probably the lowest you can go to. And you can start it down there, let it build up. The reason if you go to 3 or 5p, it'll give you an extra chance at another race. So if we get one up in here, so bet placed Let me see. So 10p. Let's see if we got a wee run going. There's one there. So we put 10p on, we lost. And then the next one tried to recover. So I put 21p on and lost 60p. So what you could do there is you would have another chance. Instead of having 3 losses to get to that amount, if you had it at 5p, say, it would take you 4 chances to get to less before the favourite would win again, roughly. But it'll just give you an extra sort of cycle in the losing run if you're at a lower stake. Or if you've got enough bankroll and you can go higher, you can do that and get more profit. So it just depends on your own financial situation and where you're at. I like to keep my videos for, people just starting out, and you shouldn't really want to be going and risking loads of money unless you can afford it straight away. So let's go on down. I haven't got into these too much, but I will tell you that a company who I will be getting into in detail soon, I'm just trying to figure it all out by myself. But what they do is they give you strategies on football, and they come in the form as a tip. And what they do is they come in, it places it for you, and that's it on football. They have been doing pretty well. It was a bit of a bad weekend for one of the strategies because it was sitting at 100%. I think it was this one here. Yeah, it was sitting at 100%, and they had a couple of just bad losses at the weekend and a sound minus. So that's the reason I want to test these first and test them live. The good thing with the football ones is you're not doing any recovery. This just straight up bet and get or laying and get. You're not. It's not going to run away on you. So you can keep an eye on those. So if you're in the football and you want to automate it, these are good. You can also end the website, which I haven't looked at all in any great detail, but I know you can go in there and you can back test loads of different strategies, results, like late draw on certain teams and parameters, and you can build your own strategy from in there. And then what it allows you to do is then bring that over in here as a form of tips. So anything you set as criteria, when that comes up, it will automatically place a bet on your BF Bot Manager for you. It looks great. These are some of their premium strats. They're really high strike rates. Though not at the moment, but it's only been 2 weekends I think I've been testing them for now. So it hasn't got on many. And again, that weekend there could have just been a weekend of bad results because before that some of them were sitting at 100%. But I'm looking forward to getting into that video all about that company. And if football is more your thing and maybe not the greyhounds or the dogs, which I know a lot of people have been asking me for in my comments, do you have any football ones? Do you have any football ones? The football ones are a lot more complex to set up. So this company, there's a lot of people on this site and use it daily who have a lot of experience and a lot of research is done. So it's probably better than you sitting trying to set up yourself. But we'll get into that in a later video. I just wanted to show sort of how I'm doing. £62 profit. If I get up my, let me see, it's the wrong one. Still the wrong one. 2 seconds. Okay, find it. I'm just having a mind blank. I've had a mind blank a couple of times in this video. Old age. Anyway, as you can see, I like to show £63.55 profit since the 21st till today, which coincides with what we were showing on BF Bot Manager. Although it says 62. So I like to show the results when it's live. Simulation mode for anybody out there, definitely it's worth if you're trying to build your own strategy, test it there first, then move it over, test it live on very low stakes, because you'll get true results. The problem is in simulation mode, it always gets on, but sometimes that's not the case because in a live market, the liquidity could go really quick and those odds could not be there, and your bot maybe not trade at all. Whereas in simulation mode, it just always does the trade. It can always do it. So hopefully this has been helpful. As always, any comments, anything you want to ask, just throw them down below. do the whole likey and all that. It helps for YouTube, helps me. If you're interested in any of the strategies and being part of the Discord, you can just fire me over an email, and you can buy any one of the strategies you see, and that also gets you access to our Discord. The Discord, I just blowing my mind away at the moment because there's been so many people joining, and a lot of people in there constantly just helping each other out, and it's great. And we're constantly refining strategies and trying to get them tighter. And it's been good. So hopefully at the moment, everybody in there is getting decent profits now. And yeah, what's that one? That Rumford's down to £4.80. What's this about? Let's go have a quick check because I'm nosy. Where is it? Rumford. Are we on a wee losing run there? Oh, we are. So there you go. At the minute, so £5.72. So we'll probably look to put about £10 on this next one. Again, I'm just going to let this go. I've got enough profit built up now, and hopefully it's enough that it doesn't keep going on that much more of a losing run and wipes my balance. But this is the thing, you have to be, I'm real when we're doing it. There's one for £10. Oh no, I didn't. This is the kind of thing you have to expect. So, as I say, I always like to keep it real. So, some of these can go on a wee bit. So, you need to make sure if you're going to be doing something like this, that you have enough bankroll to cover it. So, think about that before you do it. Because if you end up taking those losses there in a bankruptcy, then, that sucks. And I don't want that for anyone. So, just be careful and be prepared to lose money, because anybody out there who says every strat is 100% perfect, they're telling you lies. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm trying to test these out to show, and I put my own money at risk. I'm happy enough doing that, because you have to practice what you preach. And I show more profits if I lose money or I make money. I like to show that. So, until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye now.